Hi folks, thought I'd take a moment to show you some highlights for our new video series about restoring a 64.5 K-Code Mustang. You might recognize this car as the car from the cover of my book, Hypo 1964.5 Ford's High Performance Mustang. And I think a lot of people see the car and they have, they appreciate it and for what it is and how original it is and how true to what it was when it was brand new. But I think a lot of people don't understand the amount of time and effort and the activities involved in getting the car to this point. So I happen to have another 64.5 K-Code convertible that was built 30 units ahead of this one, and we'll go over why and how we arrived at that, and it's kind of covered in the book. And in fact, you may want to go get the book before you start watching the video series, because it'll kind of set the tone for the whole thing and help you be oriented around what we're going to be talking about. But anyway, a lot of work has gone into getting the car to this level, and believe it or not, this car is going to be every bit as nice as this one, and we're going to go through the process of showing you how it is that we get it there. This car happens to have its original engine, transmission, complete drivetrain, and although it's not the original color right now, it was painted with a quick scuff and shoot paint job way back in the 1970s, back when that was kind of the thing that you did. But the car has all of its original body panels on it. In fact, I've taken some of them off here because of the forensics and to be able to see some of these original markings that were put on here by the factory workers that built the car. Things like the rotation number here will make that a lot easier to see when we're doing the actual video about that. Over here there's a K on the bottom of this. The book talks about these different markings, what they mean, why they're there. There's markings here that is a brief synopsis by the factory workers to identify what options were on this car. Hard to see now, but when we do the actual episode that talks about that, we'll make sure you can see it. Engine, all original. This is, it's had some chrome parts put on it that weren't here originally, but the engine itself is all original, has its original engine tag. And this engine is standard bore. It's never been overbored. So standard bore, original pistons, cam, lifters, everything. So very exciting to see this. And in fact, this is the one of the earliest bins for any one of these 64.5 K-Codes. So anyway, I think you'll find this really interesting. To be able to compare and contrast this car to this car. In fact, this car has a manual choke on it, as it should, and that car has an automatic choke. Both kind of goes into excruciating detail about why that is. But when we go through these videos, we're going to talk about that and hit all the highlights for you. So anyway, looking forward to it. Keep your eye out. Go to MustangRollCall.com and check it out, or go to Mustang Roll Call page or the Scott McMullen author page on Facebook.